Hey guys, welcome to Tools and Videos. Today we're going to be taking a quick look at APB Online. I'm just going to take a quick look at the settings here. Everything is on max settings, 1920 by 1200 with 8x anti-aliasing. So here you can see we're definitely getting a fair amount of frames per second. We don't have any sort of slowdown whatsoever. Just going to move the camera just a little bit more towards the center. So we'll just do a quick gameplay overview. You have various contacts on your maps. As you get contacts, you get higher faction point ratings, which will lead to bigger and better guns. The character customization is very in-depth. As you can see, my guy is pretty decked out. Kind of looks a little strange, but makes it unique. Now I want to take a quick look at the vehicle that I have. And this is a little inappropriate, so younger audience, please do look away. But as you can see, I have named it the Sex Van. There's sexy time on the front, and a little inappropriate image at the top. But that's what it is. So APB is a MMO style game. It's pretty much GTA Online with the MMO size. Don't expect any real in-depth customization in terms of RPG development. I mean, let me just turn down the volume here. The main thing about this game is just an open world where you can go and shoot people, rob things, and if you're an enforcer, that's pretty much the cop. And you arrest the criminals, things like that. In terms of MMORPG elements, the main thing you have is your basic factions, your quests, which is your missions, and that's really about it. You're not going to see too much in terms of wanting to buy new armor or things like that. You have some basic character customizations like extra ammo, let's see, you have extra weapon damage, faster health regen, but otherwise it's just mainly a Grand Theft Auto like game where it's all just run and gun, shoot. So this is your basic mission type. You're going to be having getaway missions, VIP escort missions, blow up things, burn things. It's all cookie cutter missions. It's the same thing over and over. Then usually I'm playing as a criminal member, and then usually when you're on stage 2, 3, 4, so that's when an enforcer gets called in, and then sometimes you get grouped up and just kind of play with that. There is built-in voice over IP, so anyone within a certain radius, you're going to hear their voice whether they are a criminal or enforcer. So that's pretty cool. So if you have a headset, this game is a lot more enjoyable than without it. It's highly recommended you do have a headset. A couple of complaints about the game is the matchmaking system is absolutely terrible. It's based off your threat meter. So there's guys who have a rating of 200, but they lost a couple missions, so their threat meter goes down. And what that means is they still have the high level guns, but they're being played with the newbies who have a low threat. So it's pretty much as it's saying, your level 80 character in World of Warcraft sucks at PvP, so you're going to be placed against a guy who's level 40 who's been dominating amongst level 40 characters. Clearly the level 80 is going to just smack the level 40 down just because it does have a lot better gear. The main difference in terms of guns is your attachments. So you have attachments which is going to increase, they're basic modifiers, so they're going to increase damage, reload speed, and the amount of bullets you can carry. Doesn't make too big of a difference when it comes down to the nitty-gritty if you're evenly matched, but if you're going a guy with 3 attachments versus a guy without any attachments, it's definitely unfair. Also, hands down, the N-Tech weapon is the best assault rifle. Very cheap. You buy a basic N-Tech with 0 attachments, you can still take on a guy with a different weapon that has 3 attachments on it. As for, there's a secondary machine gun, which is very cheap, close range. It destroys you regardless of what weapon you have. The whole notoriety rating is basically how much damage you're doing to the city. So if you're killing someone, it goes up here. You'll see that it's going to get increased in a little bit. See, it just increased over there. I'm level 4 now. If you hit level 5, you can kill anyone and anyone can kill you. So they put a bounty on your head. If you're a policeman, it's pretty much the same thing, except you've arrested so many people or you've killed so many criminals that now you're a wanted man. See, there's a bounty and someone else claimed that. This was a very basic mission, very easy to win. You can jack any car except someone who is not in your party. So if someone has a custom tuned car, you can't jack their car. Let's see here. This mission I just joined against a Nither, so it's going to be a 1 versus 1 mission. Missions are coming every 5 seconds, so you can never complain about not having a mission. Oops. Driving feels a little erratic, I'd have to say. If you have your high-end tuned cars, then it's definitely fast, but the drift is just way out of proportion. And then here you can just see anybody playing. If you clip onto somebody and that they're not in your group, instead of killing them or whatever, they just pretty much hang on to your car, which is definitely a weird little glitch, but you know, whatever. At the end of the day, you do have to make sure you do have a fast computer, or you're just not going to get the same experience. I mean, we've played this on low-end computers, and the graphics just look terrible, tons of lag, and in a shooting game, you can't have lag. So as you can see, we have this guy here, somewhere hiding. You saw his red name. So we're just going to throw a nade. Looks like he's already disappeared. Otherwise, the game is just pretty much Grand Theft Auto online with missions, and you just gather up with your friends and do whatever. Just before we end this video, we're gonna see if we can chase down that guy. If you guys can have an idea of what it's like to get a kill in this game. Also, the payment is pretty interesting. You have in-game points, which you can use to purchase game time in increments of 20 hours. However, if you do pay on them, if you do pay a monthly fee, you can get unlimited. Otherwise, you are entitled to 50 hours of gameplay for when you purchase the game. You don't need any sort of game card or buy any additional time. So if you want to give it a try, you can just, you know, right there buy the game. You don't have to buy additional time. You do have two worlds that are action oriented, and one world is your social district, where it's nothing but a bunch of clothing and auction house style thing. So as you can see, I just killed them. This last part of the mission is to take them out 3 times. I've already killed them once. I have a total of 3 lives left. Every mission is varied, so it just kind of depends. This is definitely a group-oriented game. Solo players, you can get grouped very easily, but the amount of fun you're going to have definitely is group-dependent, just because nothing's more satisfying than having a group of 4 or 5 guys, even 10 guys, you know, going and coordinating, getting your mission all set up. Thanks again, guys, for checking out TillaTech.com and TillaTech videos. This is our YouTube channel. If you have any questions about the game, or do you want to see some other upcoming games, feel free to post it in the comments section. And you guys have a good day. Thanks again for checking us out.